Fall Forward, Spring Back. Written by Karen Mockler. Illustrated by Nicholas Jackson. It was the first Friday in November. Daylight saving time ended that Sunday. The fall parade was Sunday too. Remember to set your clocks back an hour on Saturday night, said Nola's teacher. Spring forward, fall back. He added, "What is daylight saving time?" DST. Many countries use some kind of daylight saving program in order to save electricity. In the United States, people in DST stay clock forward an hour. As a result, the sun rises an hour later and sets an hour later. In November, they do just the opposite, fall back, and the sun sets earlier. Nola didn't pay much attention. She was always late for everything anyway. She figured she always would be. At dinner, though, she asked her mom if they could go to the parade. "I won't be here Sunday, but I'll bet Pablo could take you," Mom said. Nola looked at Pablo, her sleepy big brother. He nodded and yawned. Saturday morning, their mom drove to the airport. Saturday night, Nola thought back to her teacher's words, spring forward, fall back. Or was it fall forward, spring back? Fall forward sounds better. So she set her clock forward an hour. Just like that, it was past her bedtime. She was late again. Time's not my friend, Nola sighed. The next morning when Nola woke, her clock said 10:15. The parade began at 10 o'clock. Nola and Pablo ran to the parade route, but there was no parade. It seems they missed the whole thing. They turned and head home. On their way back, they spotted their neighbor Frank. He was climbing around next to an 8-foot pumpkin float. "The early bird gets the worm," he shouted, then asked them for help. They worked on his float for more than an hour. Then Frank clapped his hands. "Let's get to that parade," he cried. Nola and Pablo blinked in confusion. "Wait a minute," Nola said. "Wasn't the parade at 10 o'clock today?" she asked. "Was it 10?" Frank asked. "Will be at 10 is more like it," he cried. He thrust his watch toward them. It said 9:30. Nola laughed for joy. She had jumped forward an hour when everybody else had jumped back. That meant she and Pablo were now 2 hours ahead of everybody else. For once in their lives, they were early. "The early bird gets the worm," Nola cried. Frank nodded. "You've got it, Missy," he said. Pablo yawned. It was all a big mistake, but it turns out to be a great mistake. It's why they rode in the parade that year and every year since. It's also why, from that day on, Nola has been early for everything. 2 minutes early, though, not 2 hours.